Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Hello,
Hey.
everyone.
Welcome to Feats and Fables, a Power Ranger streaming game for adventurers just like you. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast by searching for Feats and Fables. If you want to watch us live and chat with us, join us on Twitch from 8 to 10 p.m. Tuesday nights. I am Joe, your floating head for this evening, and I would like you all to join me in lovely Angel Grove. Located in beautiful California, our heroes are Power Rangers, defenders of the grid and Earth. I would love to introduce our players for tonight. We have Ben Heisler as Arasi, the Black Ranger.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. Paige Lightman as Daniel, the Blue Ranger.
Hello.
Dr. Andrew Huang as Betty, the Red Ranger.
Hey, everybody.
Ron Frankie as Felix, the Yellow Ranger.
Taking a nap.
And Coda as Maxime, the Pink Ranger.
Hello, everyone.
Let's do an intro video.
Intro video.
Oh, yeah.
Video.
Intro video.
Some of them take like tiny.
Feats and Fables! Go, Feats and Fables! Go, Feats and Fables! Follow us to adventure!
And we're back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Woo!
So, last time on Feats and Fables, our heroes had some delicious burgers with the Power Rangers from this dimension. After some heated discussions, our heroes had a heart-to-heart with the Rangers and started to notice all the Rangers seemed very tired. Our heroes then made their way to a surf hostel that Betty had been to a couple of times before, and bedded down for the night after some discussions about what they wanted to do next. Early the next morning, our heroes got awoken by an alarm from the command center. After making their way there, they discovered it was surrounded by a ton of putties. They then teleported inside and began to provide support. Betty and Lord Maps, sorry.
Support.
Support. Yes. Betty and Felix and Max and Kimberly went out to kind of face down the putties after much discussion. And Daniel and Arasi stayed inside to attempt to recover systems inside the command center. After Daniel was able to reawaken Alpha, Daniel was informed that Kimberly had set this all up. At that point, Kimberly took the opportunity to sneak attack our heroes on the outside that were also on Galaxy gliders, and then traveled back into the command center. Let's see what happens next.
Like, what a rude sneak attack, too.
Very rude.
Rude.
So outside, let's see here. There we go. So outside, amongst, I should probably, let's see here. Where is that? Dang it.
What's even happening?
Yeah, I'm just doing things, sorry.
Now
Outside,
He's going to multiply those putties by a bajillion.
there are a bunch of putties hanging out outside. Kind of where Felix dropped into. Max and Betty, you both are flying on Galaxy gliders.
Fell off my Galaxy glider.
Yeah.
Man. I wish the 21st century had invented ankle little ankle things, but I guess
they just haven't.
Maybe we should have gotten 22nd century technology.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Now I've got this great mental image of Felix just like hanging from his glider by one of those boogie board ankle like bungees.
Yeah, that's what.
And then inside the command center, Kimberly has kind of dropped down to the center of the building, and Arasi and Daniel, you're there as well. All the other Rangers, they're all in their morph form, but for lack of confusion, I'll just use their headshots so everybody can tell who is who. So let's roll some initiative.
What? We're fighting? I don't understand.
Who would we be fighting?
Yeah.
I don't know.
ugh.
I mean, you guys can feel free not to roll initiative. I'll just roll initiative. That doesn't bother
I
me.
mean, maybe you shouldn't.
But I
You
but I
should.
don't get to follow Betty. I'm going to have to
Right?
exist on my own initiative. I'm not comfortable with this.
Ugh, gross.
Hmm.
Okay, roll with edge. Ha!
We follow you to adventure.
To a 10.
Some of us follow you to adventure.
Oh.
Andrew, I am disappointed.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I roll low. What can I say?
I mean, you can't actually use his this time, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, because we're in a different area.
Oh, okay, good.
Hey, look at that! A little
Oh, are you?
D4.
Oh.
It's a little die that good.
Like if we were all together, he would have rolled higher. That's just the way.
That's yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Way.
Such is the way.
I assume that having just woken up, I'm feeling fully refreshed
Yes.
in all ways.
How does that work? You add +1 to your initiative for each person who's following you?
Yes. So
Which is currently 1 because the other one's unconscious? Or
Yep.
how does that work?
I am not part of the combat currently.
Paige.
brutal.
Paige, I'm gonna need you to do a little better than that.
You're gonna need me to what?
I'm gonna need you to do a little better than a 4.
Okay, so I
Dang.
played a different role-playing game last night,
Here.
and
let's see if
I
this
was
adds
the
into
star of the
number.
show. I hit all the things. I
There
had
we
all
go.
the crits. I was a monster.
Go
That
on.
means
Well
tonight,
done.
I hope you're ready for the other side of karma to level that out.
Oh no.
True. She used to be somebody.
Everybody rolls a d4. Ugh.
Somebody defend this rule
It's
book.
the best. It's the best.
Do on this book. There we go.
Okay. So that should be... So has everybody put themselves into the initiative?
Yes.
No.
Regrettably so.
Ugh.
Right. You're not in there.
Let me,
I clicked my thing before I rolled.
Yeah, I clicked my thing before I rolled too, but unless you press the initiative button that is to the right of
Oh,
morph, it doesn't add you.
got it.
So I had to press that and then put in my previous roll in.
just so you guys have tokens on this screen in case you need them.
Not even my second roll was much better, but
Well, I mean, you rolled a 4-page. Much better isn't exactly.
All right, so I only have one person following me.
I
I'm
don't
there
think
in
I'm close
spirit.
enough.
But not in body.
Right. All right, so I will adjust down to 11 that I have. Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
So the three of us are outside?
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, we were jauntily shooting the putties from the air, confident that we were under no danger.
I mean,
None.
we were flying high. Nothing could touch us.
So close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So close to the sun.
And then along came Kimberly.
Yep. Just smacked us all down.
Well, did she really hit all of you?
No,
She only hit me. She attacked someone else, but they were missed,
She
I
she
believe.
attacked all of you.
I thought she only attacked 2 of us.
No, she attacked all 3. But I think I hit 2, and I dropped you.
Yep. Somebody is down. Oh, no, that was the first one.
Oh, did
Somebody
someone else
should be
take
down.
damage? It would have been. It would have been Max then that got hit. Did you record damage, Max?
Yes, I'm at 4 of 6.
Oh.
That would be it. Well, there it is.
This is just brutal.
So,
Oh, look at where the
Uh,
right-hand corner.
has everybody added themselves to the initiative?
Okay, so without hitting the initiative button, well, I guess I can just hit initiative, right?
Yeah, then
you
change
should
your
select
number.
your token, though.
Yeah.
You're on the upper right
Yes.
of the screen.
Although entertainingly, the "Follow Me to Adventure" text does not set any kind of range. They just say teammates.
Hmm.
I think the problem in our case comes from we don't know that we're following you. Because there's not actually a fight going on inside until Kimberly makes it a fight. So
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about awareness or range, or I mean, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, this is a very practical thing in this case, but the text is super wide open.
Yep. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Though I guess you could say each team member has to choose to follow me. So if they don't know that they're choosing,
Oh, it's their fault for not choosing.
I mean, they just be choosing constantly. Just,
I mean-
like, randomly in case I'm, getting in a fight somewhere.
Wait a minute. I'm
That's
outside
true.
with you, though, so I can choose to follow you. I'm going
Yes.
to do that. I
Yes.
forgot about that.
Yeah, I think everyone expected you to.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hope so, because otherwise I have a 10 as well.
There we go. So I'm a 3 behind you.
So 12.
Oh, well.
Done.
Well,
Updated.
no, the 11 was already including, I assume that he's following me.
Oh, okay. Because I see you as a 15.
Yeah,
I
you need to take some off.
Yeah, I just rolled that just so I can get onto the board.
Okay. So
I
then
see
you're
you
a
as
10.
an 11.
So I'm an
Yeah,
11.
Yeah, so then Max is an 8.
Okay.
I'm not even following you. This is the worst.
I mean, you
You're
are,
following
just not,
directly behind.
yeah, it's not real well,
Just
apparently.
with a Kimberly between.
She's in a different room, so.
Okay. So, Arasi, Kimberly kind of drops into the center. Her armor looks different than any armor you've ever seen on Max.
Hmm.
It's kind of oddly colored. I'll kind of bring it back up again to remind you all.
Getting flashbacks.
It's very
Mhm.
black and emo.
Looks not dissimilar to this.
Definitely got some more black going on than.
Yeah, a lot more black than
hmm.
you're used to. I mean,
Also, what's with the cloak?
No capes.
You right?
she's definitely got a cloak for sure.
Safety hazard.
Well,
And she kind of drops like the. She does not land the Galaxy Glider. The Galaxy Glider kind of goes flying off, and she kind of Superman lands in the center there. Take that, to mean what you will.
I mean, I'm gonna play the way that I would play if I didn't know what had happened outside.
Yeah, please do.
Which is, oh no, Kimberly, if you're back here, what terrible thing's happening outside? Do we need to go out there?
Mm-hmm.
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
I say, coming over behind this control panel that might serve as half cover or cover, but
Sure.
Serendipity.
Jason kind of moves forward and says, Kimberly, what's wrong? You look different. He kind of walks up next to her.
Oh no.
That's the bad plan.
Hmm.
Zach kind of takes a step forward, and Billy kind of take a step forward, and they both express, "Oh, Kimberly, what's wrong?" Trini kind of takes a step backwards and readies her weapons as if she's expecting something.
Eyes.
And Tommy moves to here and gets out his weapon as well. And he says, "Kimberly, what's going on?" Betty.
I'm just outside fighting off putties, right? Like this is just how I live now.
Well, I mean, so you're currently flying,
Yes.
as is Max. So I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Felix has the Galaxy Glider without control has descended. Felix is still on the Galaxy Glider, but the Galaxy Glider has descended as according to its safety specs to the nearest ground, so
Ugh.
as to not injure an unconscious rider.
We should
Sadly,
really-
that does make him surrounded by putties.
Oops.
Is the glider is my glider rated for me plus Felix?
It would be a little cumbersome, but I think you could handle it.
All right. Betty is gonna swoop on down, and
Okay.
I assume we just all have spring attack, right? This is just how life is in this game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a let's call it a brawn roll.
Well, let's
You
see.
got this. We're gonna bronze.
I got this. No, I mean, it's a good thing I have an athletic background because I don't have it this way. I don't have a, at least I don't have a snag. What's my target number here?
Just a 10.
Okay. All right. We can at least.
Flex those
Ow!
clues or none.
Oh, so
Ooh.
maybe it's time for a story point, really, because
Do it.
maybe we want Felix to live. So that's just me re-rolling this.
I don't think you can spend a story point in this
Unfortunately, the
context.
story point is if you
Didn't
roll a
any
1.
ones.
Oh,
So what occurs is you are able to collect Felix, but during that, a
Right.
couple of the putties kind of hit you, and you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
ow!
But you have managed to snag Felix.
It's a good thing I'm wearing all this. Well, I'm gonna fly off then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be like, you guys are the worst.
Yeah. So kind of right. That's kind of what happens is you dive down, you kind of grab Felix, but it takes you a couple. It's a little
Right.
unwieldy for you to pick
Yes.
another person up, and since Felix is no longer armored, you don't want to injure them. So it takes you a moment, and while you're down there, a couple of putties swing, and one of them manages to connect, doing you a point of damage.
Well, I hope Felix really earns this.
Kimberly kind of looks at Jason and says, "Everything's fine."
Oh,
And then
no.
she pulls back her bow and releases it into his face.
Whoa!
Immediately demorphs
Oh!
and goes flying back, skidding across the ground. And he is unconscious.
Wow.
And then she kind of does
Ow.
a flourish and says, "Who's next?"
Well,
Max.
it's not me because it's going to take a while for me to get there.
Untoward.
So,
The good news is that she went on a 9. You're on a 4, so you get to actually react to terrible shenanigans. I'm just there going, what?
I mean, fair.
in a very serendipitous half cover,
I mean,
I'm going to now that Betty has gotten Felix, I'm going to say, Betty, get Felix back inside and see what's going on with Kimberly. I'll cover your exit. And I'm going to be, while saying that, shooting the putties that are in the immediate vicinity of Felix and Betty to kind of cover their retreat with a volley shot.
Ooh.
Sure.
So I'm spending a power point.
Make sure you get the ones that look like they're growing wings.
Ooh, yes. And they are, where are they with? I'm going to put them within 30 feet of me. Since, flying. Which gives me a +2 for my sharpshooter's grace.
Sure.
All right, so volley shot. By spending a power point, you make a volley attack as long as you don't move. This attack allows you to make a number of ranged attacks against valid targets equal to the number listed by the level, which is currently 3. However, I also have an extra attack ability. So does that mean that I'm targeting 4 things in total? How does extra attack stack with this ability?
Sure.
Let me go take a look.
Munin, how does extra attack stack with that ability? We need your feline guidance here, baby
Does it
girl.
stack with Munin? All right, we're comparing volley.
Volley. Yep.
I mean, you take 2 of the attack action, 1 or more of which can be volley.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. All right. So I'm just gonna roll 4 attacks, and you can apply them as fit. What's the difficulty to hit putties?
The difficulty to hit virtual putties. Let's see here. I mean, they have an evasion of an 11.
Okay. Oh, I did not include my +2 in that one. Shit. Sorry. And I guess aiming isn't super important.
That's a lot of numbers.
It is a lot of numbers. The tax filing on this attack is a bit ridiculous. All right. But that's going to do it for me.
Okay. Sounds good.
So much pew pew.
So much pew pew.
Daniel, you're up.
Well, I am going to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I give a +1 shift to all the Blade Blaster attacks of my Power Rangers team and also to
Ooh.
power weapon attacks. I would like to exclude Kimberly from my team.
Ooh.
Why would
So
you do that?
exclusionary.
Ooh.
Acknowledged.
Hmm.
This is not the Power Rangers way.
You know what?
Mhm.
She's not invited to the barbecue.
Oh,
Oh, brutal.
And then I am going to reach my hand out and pull my power rifle from the grid.
Oh my.
And I'm going to shoot her in the head with it, or at least try to.
My God,
Sounds
such
great.
violence.
Whew.
Paige knows how to hold a
10,
grudge.
15,
Yep.
20, 25. Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
live and let live.
I am not specialized. However, I get 2 upshifts because of Sharpshooter's Grace. Do we know what the difficulty is there, Joe, or just put it at 10 and you'll figure it
It
out?
is a 22.
Okay.
Cheese and crackers.
Knowing this, I am also going to aim. I can aim 3 times. Yes.
Yep.
Up, you can aim a number of times up to you.
3.
Up to 3. And I've got a speed of bazillion, so.
I thought it was based on speed.
I mean, the number of times you can aim is limited by your speed, but is maxed at 3, not maxed at anything related to your speed.
Gotcha.
So, hang on.
Because you use free actions to aim when you get free actions from your speed.
Right.
Alright, so I've got 1 shift because of my power focuser,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 shifts off aim. Yep. I was really good at playing role-playing games yesterday. Right over here.
Now
You were excellent. You
for
rolled
it.
so many 6s. It was great.
Yeah.
I like how you got up to a 2d8.
And
Mm.
still managed to roll a 3.
Yep. 3 is my highest.
You couldn't move, Paige.
Oh, you're right. I aimed. Let's hang out right there.
Okay. Rossi, top of the round.
So Rossi will speak into their communicator and go, "Oh no, something's happened to Kimberly. She's attacking all of us. Oh God!" Now that it's completely too late for that to be at all helpful. And then I will tell Daniel, since he's the ranger on my team that I can see, that you got this, and you get 2 temporary health.
Ooh, thanks.
So maybe you can survive being shot by the bow of doom.
Maybe.
I will free action glow and give myself protection from piercing. From whatever bows deal.
You know that Max's bow does energy damage.
From energy
That's true.
damage. There we go. And then I will leap. Power Rangers leap over the console to be adjacent to Kimberly. And unlike someone who's like, I'm just going to shoot her in the head, I'll be like, no, Kimberly, you don't have to do this. And I'll attempt to grab Kimberly to stop her from doing these terrible things.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Very brave.
So I am going to spend a story point to be specialized in grappling for this attack because it's against evasion, which I just heard is a 22. And that's a scary number.
It is a scary number.
So that leaves us with 4 SP. And then let me file some taxes and see if this wrestler feat was the correct choice. I am using a specialization. I do not have any skill shifts. Difficulty is 22. Have edge. Womp, 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 womp.
It's contagious.
It's one thing to have bad die juju of your own.
Yeah,
it's not exactly fair to spread it to the rest of us.
I am sorry you got my cooties there.
Well, I
friends.
mean, you got the best out of your D2, Ben. It's just your D20 didn't roll that well.
Yes, I did get the best out of my D2. You know what? It's a special attack. I get multiple attacks per round.
Man, you rolled a 2 on your D2, a 1 on your D4, a 2 on your D6, and a 2 on your D8.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Whoa.
Well, you know
Real
what?
bad.
Since clearly my specialization did not help me, I'll just try to grab her again without having hope. I'll just do it, as an exercise.
Sure.
Not using specialization, no skill shift, difficulty 22, but they do have edge. Nope.
Like, a lot
What?
better.
My dice is still deciding that the skill is a 2, which means I have to roll a nat 20 in order to touch her. So that's fine.
Well, someone should make Brian feel better about yesterday and let Paige know she sucked all luck out of the universe yesterday. So
Well, also
Because,
Tiger, when we
she knocked me unconscious 2 weeks ago.
that's true.
Yep.
Kinda
Well,
the
those
start
are
of
my free actions, my move action, and my 2 attacks. So that's me.
Yay!
Yay! You did it.
You are present in the universe.
I am present in the universe and ineffectual, but glowing.
Yeah,
Zach,
this is gonna be a terrible win.
I mean,
It was nice.
not all.
It was so
good
nice
stories
knowing
have
you
good
all.
endings.
Zach rushes over to Jason to see what's going on with him and tries to talk to get him. Jason, you got to get back up.
Does
Billy,
that work? Somebody should just yell at me, get back up.
Right?
I mean,
That's-
you gave him a temporary hit point, but that doesn't
Yeah.
help in this situation. Billy steps forward and says, "Kimberly, what are you doing?" He seems totally flummoxed. Trini kind of screams and runs at Kimberly, leaping over the center console, and kind of crashes down on her with her size. What's her weapon?
Was there what?
With her weapon, I forget.
Oh, size.
Sigh.
Size.
Sigh.
Size.
Power daggers. It's her power.
Listen,
daggers.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
I mean, it is like a rule that all
Koda's
female
attacking you with
warriors
his size.
have to grapple people's head with their thighs and wrestle them to the ground.
What? Who said anything about thighs?
Ron,
Is that what he just
Ron
said?
things about size.
Yeah.
What did you miss your
Alright,
size
great.
as?
Presumably, that is gonna leave a mark.
Wow.
She swings
Oh!
3 times.
Oof. Ranger.
One of them is a hit.
One of
It's
them's
a
gonna hurt
crit.
feelings.
Alright, well,
Yeah,
one of them is a crit, so Kimberly takes 2 damage. She is unhappy about that. Clearly the energy that Kimberly brought into the kind of the first descending hit kind of evaporates quickly as clearly Trini realizes that she's attacking her friend here, and her heart is not as in it as some would like.
Hmm.
It's not as in it as I would like.
Hmm.
Jason pulls out a strange Tari pulls out a strange dagger and also moves up to attack Kimberly. Nope. Does have a shift from Paige. This number.
Getting
he
busy in
attacks
there.
Twice. 1 hit.
Woo!
Go NPCs.
I know. They're our only hope, really.
At the rate we're going,
The rest of us are going to dive in.
He
confidence.
hits 2 times.
And
Oh.
Another crit.
One of them's
Yeah.
a crit.
Woo.
Wait a minute. The real heroes were the
Yeah.
Power Rangers all along?
we found along the way. Yes.
Yep.
Betty, you're up.
And I'm going to fly up and carry Felix to a safe place.
Well, where's your intended safe place?
I don't know. What is there up here on the top of the building?
I mean, so like looking at the building, I mean, there's a couple of like, spires or pillars or whatever that
Yeah.
you could kind of rest on. You could also go inside the building. Right, the inside is supposedly pretty safe.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I could leave him out here, like, for a sky burial, or I could take him inside. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. You just have to decide which one you personally feel like.
I mean, did Felix leave any kind of final directives as to how he would
I'm not
like to be
dead.
disposed of? What? Oh no! Shut up! I kind of put my hand over his mouth. And...
Go to sleep.
No pain where you are now, Felix.
Sleep.
Betty, what are you doing with that bottle
Nothing.
of chloroform?
He chose euthanasia. It says so right here on this bracelet.
Oh, no.
DNR, right?
Oh no, Betty's turned evil too.
Okay, well, I guess my fight is against Betty outside.
Well, okay, so let's say I want to do something crazy like wake Felix up. Is that what a science roll? Science? Medicine?
Let's go consider rules. What do the
don't-
rules say?
So it is an action to rouse him out of unconsciousness. He is at 1 hit point because he was defeated out of power form.
Okay, so I'll find a place to land on top of the roof and I will wake him up. So
Okay.
that he doesn't immediately get up and then, I don't know, step off my board or something terrible like that.
Sure. So you wake Felix up.
Wake up!
I will wake up. Hey, I think Kimberly turned on us.
Yeah, no, she did. Totally betrayed. We got to get in there. You're in terrible shape.
Actually, now that I'm up to 1 hit point, I feel pretty good.
You're back at half strength.
33% better.
30. I'm at 33%. I increased my hit points by 50% recently. It did not help.
None at all. Well, can we get into the building from where we are? Do we have to go like back down and then in?
No, you
How
can
does it
go
work?
in. You can go in from where you are.
Kimberly had
Okay.
the garage door opener.
And she closed it after herself because she's a monster.
Well,
Well, I also didn't want to like fly away and then just leave you stranded on top of the building.
Everybody knows that if you fly behind the building, you just
Yeah.
go inside. Back door.
Yep.
That's because the building
Exactly
only
how
has
it
a
works.
front because it's a set.
So it
But
sounds like Felix and Betty are traveling inside the command center.
Yeah. We'll continue on in there.
just for clarification, I thought the reason we were out there is because if we didn't do something about the putties, the base was going to be overrun. Is that no longer the case?
Well, one thing that was revealed towards the end of last session, as a reminder,
Mhm.
was that all the putties
No,
outside
okay.
are fake as part of a defense test that Billy wrote, and Kimberly Funky stole from him and enacted.
It's already open.
So all the
Did
putties outside
the
are fake.
People outside know that.
I don't know if that's been communicated or not. I know
I
that the
don't-
people inside know that for sure.
I don't think it's been communicated.
I think that's a fair statement.
Are they?
I mean, to be
on
fair,
my
we're a
turn,
little
did
busy
they still
inside.
die when being hit? Like,
I mean, they fall, but every time you look, it seems like there are more of them.
cool. Okay, cool. So then, yeah.
So that was Betty. Kimberly's gonna go. She's gonna do some things.
Not a fan.
Yes, now I'm gonna do my taxes a bunch of times.
To our faces.
Who are these taxes aimed at?
They're gonna be aimed at Trini and Tommy and Rossi.
I'm shining with the beautiful beacon of please
Yep.
don't hurt me.
This
Not in
is
the face!
Tommy.
Not in the face!
Mrs. Tommy. Trini. Yes, that one. Ooh, Mrs. Trini.
Ooh, I'm a fan of this.
Mm,
Good. Maybe she can get another crit.
What?
Trini.
Oh.
Maybe Trini could get another hit.
Oh,
crit.
wow.
okay.
What's your
Wow.
Rossi? What's your evasion?
My evasion is a 16. You have a snag against me, provided
More
that
of
you're
that?
attacking with energy.
And I critical. Really? Yeah. Okay.
My lord,
I critical Rossi for 4 energy damage.
I fall over.
Oof.
Well, good thing you're not our healer that could get people. up
if
from-
yeah.
I mean,
Ooh.
I can heal, but I can only heal morphed people, which
Well,
is a problem.
Yep.
You know, I hope the
Wait,
bots
I
can
don't-
really
I
wrap
don't-
this up for us.
So what's special about Ben's ability? Because it seems like
He can heal unmorphed people, but he has to touch them.
right.
I
but
can
what,
heal
what
morphed people, but from 60 feet away.
what did Betty do to me?
So that's just a action that is to rouse someone from unconscious because I'm out of morphed, but I pop out of morph at 1 hit point, but unconscious.
Mhm.
So the penalty there, so the benefit there is that I'm not dead or defeated for the whole thing, but someone has to spend an action to get me up, and then I have to spend an action to remorph. So
No, but what we're making a big deal that he can heal out of combat, but anyone apparently can heal. Basically, can heal out of combat with just an action.
I didn't heal you. You had the 1 point. I just woke you up.
yep,
Why did I have a point?
Because that's
that's
how you
how-
drop out.
yeah. Because
Oh.
if you're a Power Ranger and you're in morphed and you are defeated, you fall out of morphed at 1 hit point and unconscious.
Okay.
It's just the thing that you do.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
health
all right.
bonus of being a Power Ranger as opposed to like a Joe, you get your health bonus on the front end, but there's no safety net if you were defeated.
Joes are tough.
That's right.
Joes are tough.
Max, you're up.
Okay, so seeing that Betty is back in, I don't know that I'm going to be able to single-handedly hold off these putties. So I'm also going to make a tactical retreat and communicate that things are real bad outside too.
Super bad.
All right,
Are you,
you
how
make
are
your
you
way inside.
communicating that things are real bad outside?
Guys, with Felix and Betty out of this fight, I think that we're going to get overrun if we don't do something quick.
Max, we have bigger problems inside. Kimberly is evil.
The base is being overrun by putties.
Kimberly
They're everywhere.
is evil. I think the putties are just some kind of defense program. Leave them alone and get in here.
Okay, Max. So Max rushes inside. You probably have an action, right? Probably given the speed of the Galaxy Gliders.
Okay. And I see this situation going on inside.
Yep. So you
This
see a Rossi
situation.
unconscious. You see
Jason unconscious.
Jason unconscious.
Hmm.
You see
Okay.
Kimberly, Trini, and Oliver kind of facing off with Kimberly.
All right. Well, let's go ahead, and I'm going to shoot a penetrating shot at Kimberly using my last 2 personal points.
Sure.
All right. So I get 2 additional ups for penetrating shot. All right. I'm still not specialized because that's a thing. Actually, am I? No.
You could use a story point to be specialized if this is your big attack.
Ooh,
You
I
could.
do want to do that. All right,
All right,
story
we're at
pointed
3.
up for me, Ben. Thank you, Ron.
So selfish. No.
Remember, you have edge on this too already, Coda, because of the powers of Ninjor.
Yes. Well, that's an edge, right? That's not.
Yeah,
The
that's
same
it.
as-
He wants both, Paige.
I'm just reminding him that edge is a thing that he has.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that gives me an up because I'm currently at +4, and I don't think there is. So, take that +4 and her evasion, Joe.
22.
22. And I have edge. Boom!
Bam!
Well done.
How about that
Nice.
critical hit for 4 going the other direction?
We needed
4
it super
energy
bad.
damage.
I mean, we just needed our Pink Ranger because Pink Rangers are the tanks and the damage dealers.
I mean,
Apparently.
obviously. What is
I've got-
what is Kimberly's reaction to getting it right between the eyes from Max?
So so Max drops in and kind of does her perfect aim and sends a bolt directly into Kimberly's chest. And as it kind of strikes, she kind of staggers back, and then a ripple of green energy kind of travels along her body and then
Ew.
Uh-oh.
covers the entire floor.
Huh.
Ew, disgusting.
And
That's-
all of the Power Rangers who are local fall to the ground.
Ooh, no!
Wait, is someone on this floor unconscious? I'm not a fan of green stuff spreading all
Yeah.
over it.
It does
Yeah.
not seem to touch you for some strange reason.
Hmm.
If
But
only I
also-
could notice that.
But also,
said
it's
local.
icky.
It's icky.
But
Also
it's
icky.
Icky.
So,
Daniel,
Zomba.
you're up.
All right. I will jump.
And like the
5, 10, 15,
so Daniel,
20.
just for Freezy's like looking at the Rangers from this
Yeah.
dimension, the green energy seems to be still like pulsing over their suits, and they seem to be like still like shuddering on the ground.
Okay.
Ooh.
I get bigger problems.
I understand. I'm
I
just
have
letting
many-
you know
I have
a
many
thing that you can
problems.
see.
You have
All right. I
Bigger
jump and then
problems.
perch,
Mhm.
like do that perfect like nightcrawler perch
Sure.
on the edge of that computer, and then jump down over here. So I'm behind cover. The first thing I do is I drag my friend Arasi behind cover with me.
Sure.
The second thing I'd like to do is a first aid check to see if I can get Arasi back on their feet.
You just do it. It's
Okay.
It's an action.
Yay!
so dragging people's just free.
Sure.
I mean,
Convenient.
5 feet, sure.
Yeah, just 5 feet.
Right. So you look like you're mostly safe, and I have done a thing to try and help you. Does that bring you back conscious?
I am conscious
Okay.
so that I can take my turn.
All right. what kind of action would it be to thrust my thoughts and power into the grid locally to see if I can peel this shit off Billy?
So it was your standard action to wake me up.
Yeah, you probably don't have enough. You need to spend a little bit of time thinking about it. You probably do not have enough time this turn.
Okay, well, regardless, I will hunker down then.
You had to wake up Ben before you go.
Mm.
I wouldn't leave them hanging there like a yo-yo.
Joe, I'm on 2, so I think I go next.
Oh, yes. You're not on the thing. I'll edge to the thing.
I didn't
He
injure
is-
myself until I was.
No, he
present.
is. He's just between Betty and Kimberly. He's
I don't
north of
know.
9.
I don't know how I got there.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I will take my action. Morph.
Do it.
And I will change. I couldn't remember the exact catchphrase.
It's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time.
Like we know this is probably the last episode, but you wanted to check out this early, my friends.
I just blanked. It's morphin time because
It's
there we go.
Morphin rhyme. It's
Under
Schmorphin.
Lime.
And
Oy vey,
I will
good
morph.
lord.
I will use my full blown ninja morph, which costs me an extra personal power point,
Ooh.
but obviously it's totally worth it.
Yep.
And then I will go and I will perch on one of these things, so I'm not in the green stuff, even though it's not touching me.
Well, so the green stuff was a wave that went out, and now it's on each of their local rangers. It is not still on the ground.
Interesting. All right. Well, I don't have any actions left. Well, wait. Actually, I'll go over here and I'll drag Betty 5 feet, so she's a little closer if she wants to do something. So, Betty, you move 5 feet closer to me. Excellent. And then I'll move over here. All right. I'm done. Does it takes an action to morph.
Rossi.
Groaning, Arasi will stand up and go, "It's morphin' time!"
Oh, damn. Now, you got it on the first go, but like...
I mean, I am literally looking at the page so that I know what the catchphrase and mechanics are. So,
Okay.
It's time to morph. It's
morphin' in the
friends.
morning, morphin' in the evening, morphin' at supper time.
morph.
When
The
morphin's
morph
on a
time. It
bagel,
is
you can
now.
have morphin' anytime.
That is
I
true.
do like old slow tigers. Endorphin line.
All right, so I will morph, and then I will. So that was
Morph?
my standard action. I will say, Betty, you've got this, and then I will glow
What do I
and
got?
also get back behind cover because oh god, it hurts.
Yeah, that cover totally protected you before.
What does the
didn't have- I
glowing
was-
do?
So you get 2 temporary hit points.
Yay! I could really use them.
Did my temps go away when you went down?
No, your temps last until they go away based on damage or until the end of the scene.
I had a temp, but Kimberly just threw, I think, a whole bus at me, so it didn't really matter.
Yes. I think it was more like a garbage truck.
So all the local rangers convulse on the floor, this green energy seeming to fully occupy their attention, perhaps making it impossible for them to move. Betty.
Okay. Amazing. Betty is going to do what she does best, which is go up and get in Kimberly's face, be like, I can't believe you betrayed us. So she is bringing her ultra heavy armored self up. Clonk, clonk, clonk.
Oh yeah.
Clank, clank, clank goes.
Exactly.
Tank, tank, tank.
You want to fight someone? Fight me. She says, like all up in Kimberly's grill.
Sure.
Now,
And then
Kimberly's like comatose, right?
No, not Kimberly.
No.
No.
Oh, she's still... Oh, I thought she had gone
Everyone
down.
around her is.
Everyone around her is.
Oh, okay.
So we can't
It's
rely
like
on the
it was
box
something-
anymore.
Yeah, like it was something specifically that, quote, Kimberly, unquote, did to take all the other rangers out of action.
Right, it's
Yeah.
like almost like when the boss monster reaches 9 health, a thing happened.
Ugh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
another health bar pops up.
Ugh. It's not even her final form, y'all.
No, not even
No,
close.
Not
no.
even.
There's no way this is her final form. All right, so Betty's gonna take a couple swings on her.
Sure.
With the electric Kool-Aid acid test power X.
Yeah.
That thing is
Yeah.
so great.
It's no accident.
All right, so let's see here. Do gain the shift on attack, so that's always a plus.
Yep.
You're looking for a 22.
Hot. Well, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. All right, punch that in there on the taxes. And oh,
Oh
close
no!
though. It's a 5, so no help there.
Do it again.
Yes, do it again.
Mhm. That's what you learn from all your leveling as a ranger. You're like, if I attack once, I should probably just attack again.
Yeah, exactly. That's clearly. Not any better this time.
We got Rusty
right.
in our 2 weeks off.
It's true. It's true.
Betty will still be making a lot of noise, talking a lot of smack. I mean, she's really the only person standing up there, so it's not like it really matters. But since there is no other defendery stickiness in this game, I feel like smack talk is as best as I can do.
Sure. Kimberly will be happy to take your smack talk, and she turns and kind of pulls her bow fully back and
Yeah.
comes to hit you right in the face.
Ah,
So she has
okay.
specialization.
Don't worry.
Attack of
So she's-
opportunity if she's
She has
using
3
a ranged
shifts.
weapon next
So
to
I
you.
am being targeted by an attack I'm aware of. This is correct.
That is true.
So I'm
Uh-oh.
going to choose to spend a power point, and I'm going to roll my athletic skill die.
What?
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's digging deep.
Don't worry.
I
At the
am.
rate we're going, it's going to be like a 6.
I mean,
He's going to somehow cause extra damage to himself.
Well, that's not my athletic skill die. Oh, that is my athletic skill die. Okay, so that will at least reduce any damage to me by 1 point.
Okay, and what's your
Until-
evasion?
My evasion is to 16,
16. Okay.
which at point blank is a terrible thing.
What did it? Where did it go?
This is fine. This is all fine.
This is fine.
not fine.
Finish your taxes,
This is
Joe.
I
not
did.
fine.
I did
What
finish
happened?
my taxes, and
What happened to your taxes?
they didn't result in an attack.
Is it on a
Gross.
different board, baby?
And this is just to remind everyone that you should turn to TurboTax or H&R Block to have your taxes
Do your taxes
done.
good.
Man,
and,
I was hoping that Roll20 would just show this for me. She auto hits you for 2 damage.
Hashtag not
Oh,
sponsored.
we did the preview of G.I. Joe!
auto hits.
Yeah,
What
she
is
gets
this?
3 up shift
shenanigans?
when she hits a single person, and that makes her auto hitting.
At least I reduced the damage by a point.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a great ability in a world with auto hits.
That is a great
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't quite get there. I'm at +5. Ugh.
That's fine.
Max, you're up.
Is it fine? Because I feel like I'm letting the team down.
Well, as long as you just hit, it's like you have auto hits, and we'll just ignore all the rolling.
All right, so I'm gonna aim
Just keep paying me
twice
temps, Ben.
for my first shot and once for my second shot. Can I split my aims like that?
You can.
Okay.
Oh, it's cat time. It's
Cat.
No.
Cat.
Damn, see? Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Excellent.
get him, Coda.
Yeah,
So that
it's
was
just
my
like an auto
first
hit.
shot. And there's my second shot.
Wow.
Dang.
4 energy damage coming in at her.
Sounds good.
I'm glad that our Pink Ranger is apparently awesome today. Like,
I would say that thematically, I'm doing that thing where like I'm taking a step forward and firing a shot. I'm taking a step forward and firing a shot, but I can't mechanically move whilst aiming. So
That is true. But you're really thinking about it.
yes.
Daniel.
So, I just want to point something out. Blue Ranger, Helping Hand. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your connection to the technology of the Morphin Grid to patch up the power shell of another team member.
Yep.
As a free action, you may spend 1 personal power to heal any Morph member of a Power Rangers team within 60 feet, 1 health.
Yay!
I spend a free action to heal Betty 1 health. I spend
Yay!
a free action to heal Felix 1 health. I spend a free action to heal Arasi 1 health.
Sounds great.
What is this masculine word you have?
I know.
It's
At
nice,
second
isn't it?
level too.
Well, it takes power points, so I'm down to 2, so
That's-
nobody else get hurt.
Still though,
Um,
that was a big deal.
Those are free actions.
As someone from a world that only has cure wounds or to touch people, I'm like, what is this?
Right? Now I will take my standard action to dig into the grid and see if I can't peel Billy out of it.
Sure. Make me a technology roll. The difficulty will be a 20.
Oh no!
Poor baby. Poor baby.
Kid.
Kids, is this worth a story point?
Sure, why not?
Story
mean,
point gives me.
But here's the
Specialization.
thing: didn't she like green ooze Billy down? She
Hmm.
didn't actually damage him down.
That's what I'm trying to do is get the green energy off of him.
Hmm.
All right, story point is
Specialization.
Specialization. All right.
Hmm.
I like how my cat, who wanted all the attention in the world, is now sucked off. Like,
Yeah.
ugh. You
Gross.
did that to me in front of people.
Too much
Ugh.
energy. Too much attention. Too much attention.
Who are you?
Doing good.
Woohoo!
Okay,
Yes.
absolutely.
You technologied.
So you, after examining Billy for a moment, you realize that this green energy seems to be some sort of combination of both morphing grid power as well as magic. And given that you've had some experience with that recently, when you went to the moon, you're able to kind of siphon the energy off in a way that doesn't do any damage to you. And Billy
Ooh.
kind of stops shuddering on the ground.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh, well done.
Is he
Did you use one of those
morphed or
magic
un-
erasers?
I did.
Oh god, those fix everything.
They
Yup.
really did.
Yep.
Is Billy morphed or no?
They all stayed morph when they went down.
Mm.
Okay. Do I get the impression that Billy is got no hit points or something?
You do not have that impression. Like once you remove the energy, he stops like juddering and like he kind of like starts looking around.
Got it. Okay. In that case, I will then move. I will jump to here and hunker down behind that console.
Sounds good. What's up? Okay, Felix. Think you have had long enough to consider what you do.
All right. So, what are my choices? What spells do I have? No.
No
Felix-
spell.
Wait,
Well-
stop RPing me.
Felix will look at Kimberly and launch himself into the air using the full might of his Power Rangers jumping skills and then his ninja jumping skills,
Excellent.
and then come down.
So he just concusses himself on the ceiling.
Yes. No, I flip midair and I push
Mm,
against the ceiling and I drive down.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Oh wow.
I use my final power point to activate my multi-strike power, and I'm going to strike her in the septum, throat, and solar plexus in rapid order. However, I'm not going to attempt to strike her, but rather I'm hoping that her willpower has been weakened by this foul possession. I'm going to strike that. I'm going to strike her.
You're going to knock her out of her body like Doctor Strange?
Yeah, her willpower defense,
Nice.
thanks to my blacker than black fighting sticks. So give me the number
22.
22.
Her willpower is also 22.
Wow.
All
She's got-
defenses are 22.
Hot dog.
I'm glad
That rabbit is
Did
dynamite.
y'all forget that the Pink Ranger is also the tank?
I mean,
It's because of the effect that she's currently under.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
called being the Pink Ranger.
kind of a bummer, but that's fine. I'll just hit her in spite of that, and I'm using my eyes.
Excellent.
connect.
Eyes are
Connect,
good.
Ron.
I'm trying. The only thing between me and hitting her is all the numbers I have to hit. or
Hey,
all
look
the
at that.
screens.
Woo!
All right.
23.
And then the final attack with my sticks. Keep on going.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Bam!
Oh, nice.
Missed on the nose. And
Real
then
damage.
I move over here, and I just kick her in the ankle. A fast, slow kick.
Mm.
I think that's a D6. I'm just gonna roll streetwise because it's a little awkward to put it in the
Sure.
in the thing.
Kick her with your knowledge of the street.
Oh, it's a
Whoa!
crit!
Wow.
Awesome, man. Her ankles are weak point, folks. And because I'm channeling ninja power, all my martial attacks deal an extra point of damage.
Okay.
So that's 2 points for each hit, and then 4 points for the crit.
You know, I'm glad we got you back up instead of just leaving you to die outside.
I mean, I was waiting for a while.
Ron,
and,
I love that Ben and Paige's cats were even excited for your crit.
Oh yeah.
Right?
no,
Oh, yeah.
They're role playing along with. Only Kimberly is invisible here.
and then I'll use my free 5-foot drag on Trini to drag her away from Kimberly.
All right.
And that is it. That is everything I can do.
That's what, 6 points of damage?
8 points of damage.
8 points of
That was
damage.
pretty
Eight-
good.
8
Mhm.
points of
It's
damage? Like,
just-
I'm impressed.
It was, I channeled the ninja. It was because I jumped off the ceiling.
Yeah.
When Coda reminded me the ceiling was a
Mm.
weapon we can use against her.
Yes.
That was really the key. And of course, her
Wow.
ankles are her weak points.
Clearly.
Real teamwork.
All right.
So if you
well,
can move Trini 5 feet towards me because I dragged her.
ankles are the weak point. I would not have suspected, but I mean, evidence suggests.
Truth.
Okay, Arasi.
All right. Well, I am going to move out from behind cover like an idiot.
You can come back when you're done.
And then I'm going to attempt to strike Kimberly.
Sure.
I also make myself resistant to, energy damage, but at this point I'm a binary state as to whether or not she hits me or not. So, meh.
I tried to heal a lot of people.
I mean, you did heal me, but I'm at 2, which means
I can only heal a person once.
It's fine.
Um,
Arasi's going to defeat her. I can feel it.
I mean, I could heal myself.
It's true.
You are a cleric.
I am a cleric. All right, but that would require me not taking other. I can either heal myself this round, or I can do 2 attacks.
So wait, you can defeat Kimberly, or you can do something else.
Yes,
Okay. Well, the other thing is really cool.
yes, indeed. All right. So I'm going to first attempt to grab again because I really want this to work.
You did
Excellent.
take. To be
Excellent.
clear, you did take the awesome wrestler perk, if I remember correctly.
I did. I was out of. I was couldn't figure out what to take, so I was just like, grapples sound fun.
Well, just like the ninja perk, it gives you edge on attacks.
Yes, it does. So
right,
my
well.
first attack is going to be an attempt to grapple, and then I'm going to hit her with a sword if that doesn't go well.
in
All right.
Or I could just grapple her.
What?
Grappled the bejesus out of her.
Excellent.
Whoa!
All right.
a crit on both dice, a 20 and an 8.
So
Nice.
much. No matter what system you're in, you just crit her.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm a wrestler, I will then do my
A
follow-up
suplex.
attack to pin her down.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this will be funny. This isn't going to be a thing. I'm making it a thing. All right. I need to make a might skill test against difficulty 12 to prone her. So it's not even against her.
Oh, just against 12?
Yep.
Wow.
That's what it says in the can.
Take that, Kimberly.
All right. So she
Nice.
is prone and grappled.
I thought is that what pinned means?
So yes, the thing is I can do a follow-up to make her prone. But in addition to being prone, let me find the thing. Where's the text? All right. So she can, as a standard action, try to escape with an athletics, brawn, or finesse against my toughness, which is 18. She has a snag on all other tests. But she grants edge to all melee attacks that target her evasion, and she also, because she's prone, she also grants edge to all attacks
Excellent.
that are not ranged attacks. And she cannot use move actions until she gets out.
So what happens when we get double edge?
Unfortunately, nothing.
Aww.
But it feels real good.
It does feel real good.
Billy will kind of like combat crawl over to Tommy to see if he can help him.
Hopefully you can. I mean, Daniel kind of shot the moon when you got Billy out. Well, that's a pretty good roll.
And he can.
Excellent.
Ooh.
So he kind of crawls over to Tommy, and after kind of examining him for a moment, he does something not dissimilar to kind of where you arrived at, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
I see when to get Tommy up, not to get Jason up. Very
Oh.
telling. Very telling.
That was purely a distance thing. But sure.
Oh.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
Jason's on the other side of creation.
Tommy will kip up and attack at Kimberly.
Tommy did kip up a lot in the show.
Yeah,
It was like
100%.
the one thing I
be-
always
I-
remember him doing.
Was it Tommy kipping up, or was it the person wearing the ranger suit kipping
No, it
up?
was actually Tommy, which was part of what made it
Oh,
so
okay.
cool.
Okay.
Not that
Yeah.
Tommy needs it, but has edge.
Boom! I will keep that in mind for the second roll.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't help you crit like it would in D&D.
Sam, why are you going under
Okay.
the desk?
And Benny, he hits once. He kind of, with a flurry of nice slashes, one of them lands on Kimberly's armor. Sparks fly everywhere.
Oh, that's right. His weapon is a somewhat diminutive knife, isn't it?
That's correct.
It is.
Amazing.
Luckily-
Excuse me. Knife flute.
Also
Yeah.
a flute.
Ugh.
Also,
Luckily, you got to be pretty cool to pull off
Yeah.
a knife flute as your only
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, gave the other Rangers the business for like 4 episodes in a row with that knife flute. So
Betty, what you got?
Sure, every time he
Eddie-
it hit them with it, it exploded.
So Benny has assessed the situation and figured that at least Tommy's back up again, so that's good.
Yeah,
And he can get himself out of danger at this point.
he doesn't appear to be trying to do so, though.
Well, I guess I could give Tommy a hip bump and move here while shifting Tommy just a little bit south.
I mean,
Like sort of a little like dance move that Betty's gonna do while she sort of twirls him around and like flings him away. And proceeds to get right back into Kimberly's face. Mostly with this axe again, which
remember to use your edge when you're striking her with your executioner's axe while I'm holding her down to the ground.
yes.
And maybe,
What?
hit the button.
Hit the button.
I'm hitting the button. I'm
is
hitting
it
the
a rocket
button.
axe? Is it a rocket axe? Similar but different than a rocket hammer.
I mean, the number is still 22, so that's pretty. That's intense.
It is intense, but
Bam!
the edge
Oh, nope.
did
Just-
not help.
Now, don't
Just
talk
nope.
yourself out of hitting.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do this. Just visualize.
Yes, just imagine the crit. Imagine the crit. I mean,
Imagine
visualize the
all
crits.
these people.
I can feel everyone.
Be the best you can be.
Ah. Let's see what happens this time.
We're gonna see a crit. That's what we're gonna see.
Big number.
Come
Big money.
on,
Yep, yep,
Craig.
yep,
No
yep, yep, yep,
whammies.
yep.
Oh,
yeah.
Connected, which is more than I can say of previous attempts.
Okay, so as your axe strikes her chest, it it kind of unleashes a normal amount of sparks, and then like an electrical energy kind of starts to flow out of her.
What's going
and
on?
begins
What's
to
going on?
Form an aura around her, and it kind of grows larger and larger.
It's her final form.
No!
Growing to huge
The
monster
massive
size?
electric bill.
Uh-oh. She
I'm
just
scared.
disappeared off the map. Everything must be fine.
I'm scared. Hold me.
Oh God! What's that?
Oh my god.
It looks like a giant nose.
Yeah. Giant nose.
Made of electricity. I
I-
mean,
I-
the nose knows.
I guess.
Actually, I see like Kuatoa in it. Like I see fishy lips and then some eyebrows.
Mhm.
It
Go
is-
on.
It is a large electric female form.
What? How? What makes the electricity female in this
Well, the
case?
picture is just the head, I assume.
I think I agree with
Pictures of
Paige's
them.
fish assessment.
Yeah,
You feel free to
I
believe
see
whatever
it.
you want to believe.
looks
I
like a
see it now.
Kuatoa to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just big bulging eyes.
Yeah.
It's totally fine that I'm grappling this. This can't go possibly wrong for me holding on to an electrical creature.
I mean, are you still holding on to it?
I mean, I can grapple up to two size categories larger than myself, so it's not gotten too big for me to
Isn't
grab
that
yet.
3 larger than you? Because there's normal size, and then there's large, and then there's long.
Long, yeah.
and
I mean,
then-
Ben, I'm less
Is there
concerned.
long in this system?
There is
there
long
isn't
and-
Then it
G.I.
is.
Joe,
Then it is 3 larger than you,
It-
and you do stop grappling.
and it's a little silly.
Ben,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Ben-
less concerned
Ben,
about the,
I'm sad
the
for you.
size of it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
more concerned with like the state of matter of it.
I mean,
Like,
what?
how does one hold electricity in its suplex?
You know,
First,
in
you
an
take-
awesome Power Rangers way. Thank
Very
you very
carefully,
much.
Yeah,
Mike. Okay.
Yeah, no, we're no longer grappling because now she's too big. Womp
Boo.
womp.
It was beautiful while it lasted, though.
I was
I
thinking
thought
guess
so.
a large person on you make.
Because she doesn't like you, Arasi. Thanks, game. The creature kind of turns to you and lets out a blast of electricity at your face.
dang.
I attempt to
Oh.
grapple it.
What's your
Your
evasion?
face?
My evasion is 16, and I'm guessing it's electrical damage and no longer energy damage. So I'm no
That is
longer.
true. Oh!
Whoa!
Curses.
Hey!
Wow.
Max, you're up.
I dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot at the head
Bold
of
choice.
this thing.
The head?
It's
but
like
I'm,
it's like a '90s like computer graphics, right? So it's like it's obviously superimposed on the scene. It looks kind of unnatural.
You hit me in my Babylon 5.
Go aim for the green screen.
Joe, is it still a 22 to hit?
It is still a 22 to.
That's unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate.
Oh no, my dice, my beautiful dice.
The tables have turned.
The fables have turned.
Now that
Oh.
it's not made of solid matter, I can no longer. Oh, I hit it.
You just had to iterate to it.
I'm
Yeah.
powerful to. Oh wait, no. It's fine.
Oh!
2 energy damage, Joe.
Yep. Excellent. Daniel. And so as your power bolt or power bow's shot hits the creature, it seems to like absorb it, and like a pulse of kind of red electricity kind of runs along it. Clearly, it was injured by that attack.
Okay.
All right.
I turn to Daniel. Daniel, was the red flash good or bad?
I don't know. Do I think the red flash was good or bad?
You think it was positive for you?
I think that hurted. Good job. Good job. I like raise up over the computer bank and kind of go.
Just you see just a thumbs up coming up.
Mhm.
All right, so I will make a beautiful artistic double flip jump over to here,
You got this.
and then scamper over to here. 5,
Mhm.
and then I will grab Trini and pull her. I don't know, to here, back to here.
Sure.
All right, and then I will try to do the thing to get Trini free.
Make me a technology roll. Looking for a 20.
You got the power.
Oh,
Bow, 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 bow.
Wow.
Hey!
Well done.
Nice.
Technology.
clear.
Felix, you're up.
Let's see.
Technology.
Yep.
All right, it worked once. It'll work again. I use jumping off the control panel all the way up to the ceiling, and then I push back to reverse dive. Except instead of diving all the way down and attacking Kimberly, as soon as I jump off the ceiling, like her face is already right in front of me because she's so big now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I also am out of personal power, so I will just be doing normal attacks.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. She no longer has ankles. What's her weak spot now?
We'll find out.
I'm hoping that her soul is no longer. Is it still 22? Or is it
It's still
higher?
a 22. Nope, still 22.
Ah,
Oh,
So close.
all right. That was my left
Oh,
hand,
Boo.
and this will be my right hand.
Oh, well, no wonder you missed. You were using your left hand. That's your least powerful hand.
Or maybe it's his most powerful hand. Maybe he's lefty. Maybe
I'm
southpaw.
oof.
Nearly ambidextrous, or so I say as I just swing wildly. Oof. To my credit, I was trying to attack electricity with the stick.
I mean, this is also very true.
So I'll land. I'm going to, since I assume Daniel is on a mission, I'm going to use my free 5-foot pole to pull Daniel towards Zach,
Sure.
and then I'll end up over here just in case there's some sort of AoE attack.
Sure. Arasi.
Rossi reaches up with their hands. Coming from the ceiling, there's a sword because swords are awesome.
Swords are awesome.
Swords.
And as the sword appears, because I got this like 3 weeks ago and I've forgotten about it every session since then, there's a so
The power of steam compels you.
I'm not gonna lie, I ordered that 3 weeks ago and I forgot about it every session, but that's not as bad as the other thing that I purchased for games that I've ordered and then forgotten. As you might have recall, I had a number of cowbell-based powers when I was a bard, and here's the cowbell that I ordered and never remembered to use. So,
Very nice.
all right.
I don't know
So,
what that whistle meant to the cats, but they took off.
well, it means the pain train's coming. So I'm using this. I do get a +1 skill shift because it's a power weapon, and I'm within Daniel's power weapon.
Yep.
Power.
Yep.
Ooh.
Difficulty 22, and it's normal roll. How about them apples?
Nice.
Kablam!
So
What's
I
the
will
damage on that thing?
critically hit. It is 2 sharp and electric or 4 sharp and electric. I hope that the electric doesn't like heal her because that would be real awkward.
Well, we'll
Alright.
find out.
You use good electricity.
As
Nah,
opposed to the
see.
evil electricity.
You
Ooh.
can tell from the way the creature kind of reacts to it. It seems to take all of the damage you deal to it.
Sweet.
Hmm.
It's
Uh,
also flashing red.
Like it's low on health, like in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was gonna say, at some point, Joe is gonna describe she's flashing faster.
I believe it. All right, I will free action make myself resistant to electrical damage because that seems to be the new damage type, and then I will swing my second time.
Go get him!
I'm using a specialization.
Go, Feats and Fables!
Go, Feats
Right.
and Fables!
Follow us
Well,
to adventure.
I did it once, and that felt real good, and I did it enough to deal 2 attacks worth of damage. So I'm going to call this turn a net win.
Yay!
Yeah.
Jason's out. Zach's out. Billy runs over towards Zach.
Actually, as he starts heading that way, I wave him off and go, I'll get him!
Mm.
Okay, well, he gets to hear kind of seeing you do that, and he kind of shrugs, and kind of from out of seemingly nothingness, a blue axe appears, and he swings at the creature.
If that's a power axe, he gets +1 upshift.
It is a power axe.
I offer him the benefits of my Blue Ranger-ness.
Wait, I thought you just gave benefits for blade blasters.
No, I have a new power that is +1 upshift for power weapon attacks.
Ooh.
He
I will start to
sadly
apply
misses.
that.
Please do.
Trini, she stands up and then kind of steps over the console and begins to flail on the energy creature.
Do it!
So much taxes.
It's a power weapon, +1 upshift.
I am applying those things.
Oof.
She's gonna swing a whole bunch of times, apparently. Okay. Well, she swings 3 times and sadly is not quite as successful as one might well hope. Then Tommy also lets out a flurry of attacks. Also using a power weapon, so also taking advantage of your thing.
Mm.
Whoop, whoop.
That's a critical success.
This is what you get for being on my team!
You know, if we had sold the Rangers that they get an upshift on all their attacks, they'd probably been like, well, we'll at least take Daniel. The rest of you, I don't know, you can be bench warmers.
Y'all
Betty,
just hang
you're up.
out.
So Tommy unleashes a flurry of attacks as well and connects with one of them, and the energy creature seems to be almost like shuddering in some way, right? Like it seems to be low on power or weakened in some fashion.
Mm.
It's flashing
Maybe-
red really fast.
Go get
Betty's
him,
gonna
Betty!
Switch her power axe into sport mode here. And yeah,
Betty
hold
the
the
Destroyer!
hold the button down while swinging on this cloud of power.
You spend one
Release
of
the
them.
nos.
You spend one of them their story points.
No, this is just me holding down the encounter power button.
Excellent.
He's using a tank of nitrous.
Excellent.
That's right. Vin Diesel
Feel
would be
that.
proud.
You gotta live your life quarter mile at a time. Let's
Exactly.
bring it
Y'all like those movies too much.
I mean, and of course that's a miss. But we'll do it again. We'll do it
There's
again.
so much dumb fun. So much dumb fun.
Besides, you can't go wrong when it's all about family.
Family.
One more time. Oh.
Oh no!
Maybe you should. Maybe the
Oof.
button's not.
Maybe the button's throwing my balance off here.
Maybe you're not Toretto material after all.
The nitrous was too much.
I'm betting
So,
you'll
but-
stop.
But you know, Betty will say something about how she can't escape how subpar she is just by turning into a giant cloud of electricity.
Oh, snap.
And bring it. Let's see what you can do in your plasma form here. That's
Sure,
so cool.
Kind of reaches up into the air, and
Yeah.
between her 2 hands,
I'm about
a
to find out things.
massive ball of electricity begins to generate, and she slams it down onto the ground, and the
Yeah.
entire ground of the command center is covered with a coruscating blue lightning, and everyone takes 1 damage.
I jump at the same time.
Nope, everyone takes 1 damage.
Is that an
if
attack?
What if you're on top of a console?
Everyone takes 1 damage. It covers the entire room.
Wow. Just like that. Just like
Uh-huh.
that.
Jason Scott might actually die from this.
Oh.
Yeah.
All I have to say is, Paige, good job on that mass healing word you did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what's keeping us up in some cases.
Max, you're up.
Okay, Joe, it's time.
Time.
It's time.
I close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Luke, you've
draw
turned off
the-
your targeting computer.
I draw my arrow like some sort of Zen archer,
I
and I
duck.
focus all of my aiming senses into this one arrow.
Ooh.
I
and
build
now
a lump on the
including-
floor rather than be in the path.
Now including
Mm.
Paige's extra +1 for using a power weapon.
Upshift. Yeah,
Upshift. Let me ask you this: if I hit auto success, does it even matter if I have specialization?
No.
No.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot. And oh, look at that! I've auto succeeded. Weird.
Right.
Yay!
Oh, look!
Oh,
Look
oh,
at Joe!
there
you
you
got it right from
Oh!
good for me. Huh, weird.
So for players, it works.
Yeah, it didn't work for my NPC. Interesting. Huh, that's weird.
And then I get a second shot if she's not dead.
Not defeated, thank
Sure.
you.
Defeated.
Defeated. We don't kill things.
Yeah, we
That's
don't kill
fair.
things.
That's fair.
We just lock them away for hundreds
Yeah,
of
I
years.
You
mean,
just
listen.
unalive them.
We're at 3:00 prime time here. We can't be killing things.
That's
Right?
fair. I mean, but is she even a thing? She's electricity. 22. Boo.
So close.
Or
Luckily, the first shot did take her down. So, as your first strike hits her,
What? What?
what?
How are we just finding out about this now?
Yeah.
I wanted Max to enjoy all of her rolls.
Hmm.
So as your first strike hits her, and your follow-up strike kind of passes through her form, the electricity that was kind of surrounding, you can kind of now see in the center this form of Kimberly, kind of like lowers to the ground, and the electricity kind of gathers up into a ball of energy that is above her, and then shoots out of the ceiling of the command center. And laying unconscious on the ground is a token that I forgot to copy over. Shut up.
What? I don't see anything.
So
That's
professional.
the problem.
Hey.
Kimberly, unconscious on the ground.
Whoa.
The electricity on Zach and Jason stop at this point.
Okay.
Kind of as the creature kind of dissipates.
Hmm.
What do you guys want to do?
Probably try to wake her up, I guess. So, Betty will come over and go, Kimberly? Kimberly?
Kind of sets up in this. Are you sure that's safe?
No, I don't think it's safe at all, but we gotta find out what happened.
That's right. We can't not help her just because it's not safe. We're
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
That's
I-
true. We
Speaking of
signed
which,
away all of our rights
I
on the dotted line.
I scamper over to Zach and Jason to see if I can do something for them.
I'll assist you with that. If by assist, I mean I'll hold your medical bag. Like,
I'll,
that's about
Zach-
what I got.
Now the electricity stopped. Zach is fine. Jason looks to be pretty scorched, but looks like he's going to be okay. Zach luckily gave him a temporary hit point before
Mhm, mhm,
he got all messed up, so Jason luckily didn't die.
Oh,
Zach's good like that.
And so Kimberly kind of, Arasi, after you kind of shake her a little bit, she kind of comes fluttering awake, and she's like, where am I? What's going on? Who are you? And she looks at you, Betty, and she clearly has no recognition of who you are.
that's cool.
we're the Ranger A team, and we came here to save you all.
She kind of looks over to
Tommy.
Tommy, and she's like, what's going on? I don't. The last thing I remember is we were getting ready to fight some sort of giant oyster, and then I remember being in a strange, dark place. I don't remember much more than that.
You don't remember anything from that strange dark place.
I remember someone saying that we needed to merge with the morphing grid, but I didn't know what they meant. It didn't make any sense.
Hmm.
Well, you're safe now.
Well, thank you. And Tommy kind of steps up and kind of helps her up, and she says, "I appreciate it. Thank you." She kind of looks around like the damage to the room and says, I hope everything's okay."
Things are. I mean, everyone's still alive, but you've got a lot of damage here now. Yeah, and we still don't really know what was possessing you.
That electrical thing. I mean,
Yeah.
could that explain why the Rangers have been so tired recently? Maybe it's been, I don't know, draining them of energy?
Oh. Like some kind of chronic fatigue?
Or like a energy parasite?
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Tommy says, "I've never seen the like of it before, though some of the energy it used looked not unlike some of the magic that Rita uses sometimes."
I mean, not terribly surprising.
So she's found a way to invade you with her magic. That's a pretty big deal then.
Well, there's got to be something we can...
Tommy kind of says, "Well, she's done it before." He says it a little sheepishly, actually.
You want to tell us more about that?
Well, when I originally got my powers, I was given the power coin by Rita, and she wanted me to take out the other Rangers, and she had some powerful magic over me when it first started.
Like to a nice dinner, right?
No, not quite.
Oh,
like
you
that.
mean fight?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh.
He means
And,
Jason, who's kind of getting up at this point, says, "Yeah, and he almost had us. It was close a couple of times. Though I think that more has to do with how good of a fighter Tommy is than anything else." And Tommy's like, "Yeah, right."
And y'all never found out a way to stop her from doing it again?
Mm-hmm.
She was when she controlled me, she used a magical candle that we were able to destroy, but I didn't think she had anything else like that.
Well, I think we can all be assured that this was the thing that we have come across a multiverse that we wish to help you with. Probably.
I mean, it had to be it, right?
I don't know. Like, that didn't explain any of the visions we'd seen of the Rangers working with
Goldar?
Goldar.
Yeah.
Well, you are aware, like, she was controlled by Rita, so maybe if we weren't here, she would have defeated her companions, then gone and worked with Goldar.
Well, and plus
true.
she had the whammy to put on them that caught them that didn't catch us.
That's true.
Billy says, "Yeah, if you guys wouldn't have been here, I think she would have had us dead to rights."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll never know. And ideally, we'll never find out.
Couldn't we just ask Rita?
That's not really the way this works, Jason says, kind of.
Well, she's gonna show up to like brag about a plan at some point, and
That's true. She can't help herself.
I mean, that is true. That is how evil works. It can't really help but brag about things.
No, that's y'all watch too many movies.
What?
I don't
What do you
know.
mean? I don't watch enough movies, as all of my friends at college have told me.
It's true.
Okay.
They do not watch enough movies.
So, if
And
that
Billy's-
was it,
So they've all taken off their helmets at this point. Billy's kind of like rubbing his head, almost like he's got a headache or something.
Keeping a close eye on him.
Sure.
should we defeat all of you just to be sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only way to be safe.
After a moment, Billy says, "I think I have some memories coming back. not the most comfortable thing I've ever experienced.
Like,
I remember
what?
Kimberly talking with me about our defense protocol, the training protocol I'd created that would that would make it look like a bunch of putties were attacking so that we could practice defeating them.
Oh,
I remember
is
Kimberly-
that what was going on outside?
Yeah, that worked. That worked.
It works real well. I
Yeah.
think.
I remember Kimberly talking to me about wanting to have all the Rangers merge with the power grid.
Hmm.
That wouldn't work. That would just damage the grid itself. Why would Kimberly? Why would you want to do that? And she's like, I don't remember. But whatever entity was inhabiting me clearly wanted to do damage to everyone here.
Billy, I don't think it was Kimberly. I think it was whatever was controlling her. I don't think you can.
No, you
blame
know,
her
I
for
know,
that.
I know. But we definitely had those discussions for almost a week ago now. It's been a while.
Hmm.
But behind the behind the console array, a portal kind of appears in space.
Oh.
Not dissimilar from the portal you all saw before.
I mean, I get ready to throw down.
Hmm.
It just sits there.
I mean, is this like the one that we came through?
Yes.
I guess this is our ride home.
But you know,
Hmm.
I really have to. I got some questions about how this portal is showing up and really who's behind it,
Why don't you go through, find the answers, come back and tell us?
right? That's the problem here.
Well, look, I'm sure.
Billy kind of walks up to it and says, I've never seen anything quite like this. It's fascinating.
I'm sure whatever's on the other side of that portal, we can handle it together.
I mean, you're
And I
100%
don't-
right.
And I don't know how else we're gonna get home.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So,
And
y'all
Our
in?
team can't handle anything. Well, let's
I
get
mean-
our gliders first.
I put one hand into the center of the group.
I put my hand in.
I
I
put
put
my
my
hand
hand
in.
Betty?
I mean, I said I put my hand in
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I missed yours.
with my words.
All right. Go Rangers!
Rangers!
All right.
As I knock my lamp over.
And then Betty turns to the B team Rangers and be like, "Now that you sort of can't trust each other, good luck on this side."
Now that you won't ever know if there's
Yeah.
silence for real or not.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody.
Don't
Great
let
group
that tear
hug.
you apart with suspicion and paranoia.
Wow, you gave me a hard time for riling them up when I at least had a goal to do it. But you're
think-
just like parting shots.
Right? Just burn the place down.
I put one hand on Felix's shoulder and I think, Felix, I think we all owe you an apology. If we had just listened to you and beat them up as soon as we got here, we
That's
would have
true.
been fine.
If only
Scorched
we'd have
Earth
done
policy. Let's just have that anytime we encounter other Rangers.
Well, we have a new reality to explore, so who knows? Maybe we can just go there and use that method.
that. And who knows?
True.
Maybe the next jump will take us
home.
Home.
One can hope.
Yep.
Beautiful. I think
Okay.
the only way through that portal is to all jump together.
Well,
We take
yeah,
our
with the
gliders,
gliders.
though.
this is expensive. This is expensive property here. We have to take it back, otherwise we get charged for it.
That is true.
We all signed on the dotted line.
We did.
But yes, once we have our
But-
gliders, we will all jump together.
Yes.
Okay. So you grab your gliders and head back through the portal. And when you travel through to the other side, you find yourselves back in the command center.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's even our command center.
That
It
is
is.
something I recognize.
I'll reach under the console, get a backup sandwich.
Okay, you retrieve your backup sandwich.
Excellent. This is definitely our console.
That's
Um,
good, because if you reached under there and the sandwich wasn't there, I was going to
Yep.
be like, is this that Sliders moment where he's like, no, the gate always squeaks. That's how I know I'm home. And it doesn't
Mhm.
do it. And then they leave. And then she's like, oh, I hope he comes home. I just oiled that one.
I just oiled that one thing.
Or the sandwich is there, but it's a turkey sandwich.
Or a
Ooh.
veg-
Uh-oh. Well, he's out. He's out. Never mind.
Mhm.
Not worth living here.
Well, if it's bacon, turkey, bacon, it'd be okay.
Turkey bacon?
Yeah, there's turkey bacon. There's maybe.
Billy,
I mean, these are like
Billy's
that sandwich is like the totems from Inception, right? That's how he knows that.
Yes, that's
He's
how
in
he
his
knows he's
reality.
streaming.
Yeah.
Billy, the form you have very used to now, appears in the tube of Billy, and he looks down and says, "Greetings, Rangers. Is everything all right?"
Yeah,
I think-
just saved another multiverse from a giant electric Kimberly that was evil.
And you kind of look around the command center, and like none of the device portals are here at all. You know, kind of the way you left. It's not quite the way you left it.
how long have we been gone, Billy?
Gone? I mean, what do you mean gone?
I take a bite of sandwich. How piquant is it?
How pecan did you make it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't answer that question without knowing the
Okay.
statistical nature of your sandwich.
I mean, if there was a long period of aging, like months.
Nope, nothing like that.
All right. My sandwich tastes like it's still in its best buy period. So I don't know if much time has passed at all.
And then you hear the alarms start going off,
Oh.
and they say, "Rangers, alert! Something is trying to enter the command center. I'm unable to stop it."
Oh no!
Oh no!
What is it?
no.
And there's like the portal opens, and out emerges a figure that none of you recognize, saying,
Oh,
"Rangers, I need your help."
People just keep showing up here.
Well, I don't know who it is,
I love it.
Nicely
but I
done.
trust them
Nicely
because of
done.
the inexplicable American flag.
Yes.
All right, well, Ben, our first adventure is going to be with some Power Rangers, apparently.
Nothing happened.
Apparently it is.
So good luck.
Why?
Well, we
Why
don't-
are
we
there
don't know
explosions
where
behind
this-
this man constantly?
Yeah, we don't know where in the story that came from.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cat.
That was
Now I
bad.
have a new anchor
That was
point
good.
in reality that I have to
Right.
work around. This is great.
This is canon now.
Well, thank you for a great story, Joe.
Yeah,
dude.
that was a lot of
Mm.
fun. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you for putting up with it. I know I like to tell, in general, I like to tell weird stories, so I appreciate you all putting up with it.
That
In-
was very cool.
I'm sure
That
there were
was very
times
cool.
when it didn't make any sense.
Well, so we've got a few minutes left in the show. Tell us about your thought processes for coming up with this game.
Well, I knew I wanted to tell a story where, obviously you all were new Rangers, and I wanted to tell a story that had some influence of the classic Rangers, but also allowed you as a group to
Mhm.
kind of have your own identity and feel some, ownership of the universe for sure. And I don't know. I'm a big sucker for like time travel or dimension hopping kind of stories.
You really are. You
Yep,
really
yep.
are.
And when I originally started, I was like, man, like I really want you all to experience some of the different things that like some of the different seasons of Power Rangers provide.
Yeah,
Fight different enemies, see different mooks, see different like Ranger outfits, right? And so it's like that kind of naturally led to, well, I want to have some kind of story that something weird is going on in your reality, and so then it kind of led backwards to, well, hey, what happened? And I was like, well, it seems like it would be appropriate it's a thing that happened to the original Power Ranger team, so I can kind of introduce them and give you all some interactions and
It was a motivated kind of self crossover, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah, but like it largely kind of originally like the core of the idea was very much I want you all to like get some galaxy gliders and fight some monsters from some different time periods,
mhm.
see some different suits and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of where the genesis of the idea started, and it's like, well, how would that happen, right?
Right.
It kind of led from there.
Time travel.
Yeah, and so like it was I kind of vacillated between time and dimensional travel for a while before I think I kind of landed on dimensional travel making more sense in this context.
Oh, like going back and forth in
Yeah,
Ranger history.
Yeah. Right, whether this was like your dimension or not, whether it was you were just traveling backwards in time or traveling through dimensions, I think dimensions ended up making a little more sense. And kind of my, if I was going to do another season of this,
Mhm.
there would be a certain amount of resetting that would happen because the reality that you all are returning to is not quite the reality that you left, right? Like, so the damage, like, kind of what I envisioned happening was I kind of wrote the full story was that Kimberly was taken over by a combination of Rita and Zed's magic,
Mhm.
and she convinced all the other Rangers to merge with the grid, which like defeated all those Rangers, but actually like damaged the grid in all dimensions, right? It's like the universe was broken,
Oh.
right? And so that's kind of what you guys stopped is her doing that, which caused a fracture in the universe.
Seems bad.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I envisioned the bad thing that kind of led into the story. So
Cool.
Sounds very cool. Like, and you do always like your stories that blow people's minds.
that's just the way I am,
Yeah, I really enjoyed that the whole game kind of showed your love of the series as well. Like, I think that was really cool,
I appreciate that.
especially for someone who knows relatively little about it. Like, all the little detail really worked out.
Yeah, and like I figured like it would be like all the various pieces, being able to pull all the various pieces in would kind of make it more engaging for everyone as they kind of get to experience these little pieces of everything. So
Yeah.
Joe, I'm so happy that with the dimensional hopping storyline, my tragic background was able to pay off. You've
That was
justified me, Joe. You've justified me.
It was a pretty good payoff.
It was a good payoff.
So I want to go around. Ben, what was your favorite part of the campaign? If you have one encounter, one thing that really lit you up, what was it? I mean, hint, hint. This is coming towards the rest of you too.
Sure. Let me say mine first because I do have one. Which was just purely mechanics. I really love that the first time you guys transformed into Megazord, you immediately on the first round crit with the power sword and killed the giant baddie.
Yeah.
It felt so much like the TV show, and just like mechanics just made it happen. I was like, oh, that was great. That was, of all the, because, obviously the things I enjoyed were things that happened because of the interactions of everyone.
The show.
That one was just perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's like you guys were just the TV show at that point. It just happened perfectly. So
Yeah.
that me, that was my favorite moment. I was like, oh man, that moment was just so perfect.
I can go because mine is very similar. I enjoyed trying to drop our mech out of the sky.
Oh my god. Similar.
That was
different.
another great. It was
Yet
a great
different.
role-playing moment where we all kind of paused and we're just like, "What are the mechanics for?" Oh, they're terrible.
If only we
Terrible
knew the
for
rules
us.
better.
Right. Andrew, what was yours?
I think my favorite moment was just the very beginning when, we're wandering around just being college kids and, investigating stuff. And it felt very much like, this all those very flatly lit moments when they're just wandering around in their ridiculous 90s outfits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Andrew
So
really just wants a slice of life California 90s kid RPG.
I mean, because that was my literal life, so yes.
I don't know. Andrew really enjoys turning any RPG he can into a slice of life RPG, as seen with our
Freaking gelato.
Yeah. I feel like
I had help. I had so much help.
I feel like Andrew was just like,
You
I'm
were
just gonna look
leading
up a
the
travel
charge,
guide
Dr. Huang.
for like the best things to do while you're vacationing in Sicily.
Right?
And then we're just gonna do all of those. Oh, there's a
Do
plot?
I-
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I just use Lonely Planet guides to do all of my
Ooh.
RP planning. Yeah, it's perfect. The thing I'm a little sad we didn't get to do is that there's the whole thing where the Morph Rangers can form up and then you create like a super weapon that they can then shoot.
Yeah.
We did not make our power weapon.
We did not make the power weapon. It would have been cool.
I like we kept finding flat people and flat things.
Yes, that was pretty funny.
And then we took them back to base and I don't know, put them places and experimented on them.
Shoved them into things.
It was pretty funny.
It was just an amusing concept.
Yeah,
We scienced all over them.
we did.
And, I can't take credit for that. So that was part of the base intro mission in the main book. That idea.
Really?
We tried to break into the company with edible arrangements and flowers. That was. I was
And
like,
no
this
one
is
appreciated them.
terrible
No one
and
appreciated them.
hilarious.
Everyone's working at home now.
True.
That's true.
We don't even know what goes on in an office anymore. We're just like,
Mhm.
My favorite part was hanging out at the restaurant with the other Rangers and trying to reconcile what the actual hell is going on here.
Mm.
Joe, I am curious. How much Power Rangers did you watch to prepare for this?
Almost done. Almost done.
All from
Almost done.
memory.
How
All from
much
memory.
is almost?
I watched the movies, both
Ah.
the original
Oh.
Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze, and then I watched the
Mhm.
remake.
why don't rewatch the remake?
I think it is.
It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not. It's not great. It's not anything like the series, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I certainly took elements from both of those movies, and I also took elements from what I remembered of the series. And I did do a fair amount of reading the Power Rangers wiki though, right, to come up with monster
Yeah.
ideas and getting all the various suits I wanted to use and what seasons they were from and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The number of hours that I've logged on the G.I. Joe wikis is
Large.
large.
Joepedia
Yes, yep.
is also one of the most lovingly filled out wikis that I think I've ever seen.
The same
Aw.
for the Power Rangers wiki. It is very comprehensive. It made it very easy for me to. So a huge shout out to functionally everyone who contributes to that thing. It was very comprehensive, very useful for me to when I needed to know what the last season of the second season of Power Rangers was, what enemy they fought.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to go find it. It was the Oysterizer. What happened during that plot? All the Angela stuff came directly from that episode. Right? It was just very easy to get all that information. So.
Yeah. All right, Ben. We still don't know your favorite part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm ready now. It just took
Okay.
a minute.
Okay.
You put me on the spot. Oy.
Had to prep.
So I would say my favorite was all of the weirdness on the moon because
that was
we'd
pretty
gotten
cool.
to the point in the game where we felt competent as rangers, and then we got there and it's just we don't know how any of this works.
Surprise!
We're back to throwing lemons at problems and seeing what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're
kinda
just
slow the
banging
game
rocks
down
together.
with a couple puzzles to kind of even it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let me do outro and then we can porch lag.
Yeah.
It's good to me.
So I'd like to extend a huge thank you to everyone who's watching on Twitch or on YouTube or listening to wherever your podcasts are sold. We greatly appreciate all of you following us at any or all those platforms, and please share your show with our friends. That really, word of life really helps us kind of spread. Also, a huge thank you to Brian Schoner for our intro video and Neil Stenson for the amazing music. You all are the best. We'll be back next Tuesday. We'll
We
be
will
back
not be
next
back next
Tuesday at 8
Tuesday.
p.m. for something.
This is true. It will be for
It
something.
won't be role playing because Ben needs a couple weeks to to get ready to run Joe. But we'll be back next week to do something. Honestly, I would imagine it's like punching turtles or something. We'll see.
Not
Well, we
punching
are the
turtles.
turtles. Why would you
But-
punch a turtle, Joe?
I
What
know.
trauma are you
What kind of
hiding?
monster are you?
I'm a
Is
monster.
that why
I'm
we
like-
lost last time I played? You just let your
Ah.
turtle get
Yeah, Joe's just going around punching everybody.
Oh, I
punched.
he
That's
was
why he
Casey
played
Jones.
Casey
Ugh.
Jones.
He was whacking us with his hockey stick and golf club. But
It all makes
And
sense.
follow us.
To
adventure! Whew, turtle punching. I was not expecting that.
Nobody
The
expects the
no,
turtle punch.
Shedder's Revenge is excellent.
It's very good.
Very well put together.
All right.
Ben-
on
Ben
to
and
Porch
I-
Lag.
Yeah, sports.
Yes.
Ben,
Can you
Ben
start
and I
Porch
get
Lag
to.
music?
1 moment.
Do we have porch lag music?
I normally just let this music play.
Except for now I am the DM for some reason because I probably started editing this for
No.
G.I. Joe.
Look
But
at
now
me.
we're on a
I'm
screen that doesn't
Not
have Roll20.
even the dust didn't settle at all
Ah.
before you dragged
Right?
the reins of power out of
Uh-oh.
Joe's hands.
I
Yeah.
mean,
paint's not even dry yet.
That's fine with me, man. Less stress of my life.
Just like done.
I'm done.
Boots!
I mean, like it is a certain amount of effort to prep for this kind of thing.
Yep.
Right, like gathering maps, getting all the
Mm.
visuals together, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Dealing
That
with
is what
our
I'm doing right now.
shenanigans.
I mean, the shenanigans are fine, right? It's really like the number of times you guys made me like desperately Google something to show because you did something wacky was not 0, was not even not even 5, right? It was more than that. I'm like, oh god, I need a picture of like Krispy Kreme right now, stat.
Mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
Like that's the one thing I'm a little concerned about with running online is just like I'm not going to be able to do that on the fly because I'm not at all familiar with the DM side of Roll20.
It's really, but for this
So-
specific thing, it's just make a scene, turn off the grid, drag a picture, and you're done, right? It's
Yep.
really just like to have like a visual representation of something,
Yep.
right?
Right.
Like it's really about like you know, in many times when I had to do that, right, I would just be like, hey, go search for Krispy Kreme. Oh, there's a picture of it outside the building. Great, download it, make a new scene, drop it in there, and I'm done, right?
Mhm.
Switch us over. Hey, cool, we're to Krispy Kreme now. With some verbal, hey, yeah, cool. So you guys head over to Krispy Kreme now. Done. Hey, there we go.
Just in time delivery of new scenes.
Just in time delivery.
Hot.
Yup.
It's gonna be a lot harder when y'all are in space and you're like, let's go to planet X instead of planet Y. I'm sure it'll be fine.
What? You mean American Samoa instead of Tahiti?
Exactly.
Fiji.
exactly.
Fiji.
Fiji.
Yes.
I mean, as long as you have, as long as you just gather a couple of good, like, here's an outside in mountains, here's an
Mhm.
outside in lava fields, right? You can just gather a couple of good pictures you
Mhm.
could just use for planets. You'll be fine.
Although the more I'm researching Transformers, the more I become confused about the greater Transformers universe. Are humans and planet Earth the only non-robotic life form? Because it seems like all of the other planets they go to in the cartoon, everything on those planets is robotic.
Hmm.
Very
It's
confused.
So that they're not murdering, humans.
Oh god, no, we can't show that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the answer to that is mostly yes, mostly because their enemies, like, their threats can never be humans, right? So,
Yep.
Well, not just like humans, but like they can't go fight biologicals. How about
yeah,
that?
yeah, I think that's accurate. I think it's accurate with the way the show was presented, right?
So like dolphins, they can't be like punching dolphins or anything.
Yeah, no dolphin
No.
punching.
But like,
Against
are
the
they ever
law.
going to find a planet of dinosaurs? Not unless they're robot dinosaurs.
No, I mean, that
And they
for
did find
Transformers,
those.
100%, that's the way it worked, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to make y'all your human in Transformers. He's going to be spunky and young and innocent and just all those wonderful qualities.
Excellent.
I love it.
Does he have to be a male human?
There won't be any humans.
Oh, okay.
That was mostly a joke.
Got it.
Was it? Was it a joke?
We'll find out in however long it takes to run a G.I. Joe campaign.
Ugh,
And then-
the worst.
So one thing
Okay.
I can say from an over planning standpoint, I
Yeah.
definitely planned for about double the story length, and then I was like we got through the first couple, and I was like, cool, chop, 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 chop. Let me cut this down to as minimum of a story as possible.
Right.
Because originally I planned an episode like that kind of focus on each of your backstories as well.
Oh.
I didn't have time for that at all. I ain't got
What
time
kind
for
of-
that.
What kind of cool backstory stuff did you have for us?
I don't know. I had to go look it up. Where's my notebook?
Yes. So for those of you that don't know, Joe plans his role-playing
Meticulously?
games by buying a journal and just taking it with him everywhere.
No, this is a Monster of the Week. Let's see. I think this is Power Rangers.
I mean,
See?
writers need to have journals,
It's
preferably really
Nope,
nice
this
ones.
is 40K. Don't tell Chris about that one.
The good news is Chris isn't watching, so
He'll get
no.
excited if he learns. Don't tell him my secrets.
I mean,
Secret.
there's 6 people watching. There's 6 of us.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, there's 6 of us. There's Old Slow Tiger. There's
There's probably swooshy around or something.
I was gonna find it. It's somewhere.
mean,
It's somewhere.
Also,
in here.
Tiger said he's already excited.
Good.
Yeah, our G.I. Joe campaign is going to be just as awesome as the Power Rangers campaign, but with better rules to go on.
Okay.
There's not going to be any ninja power feats that make Ben make a sad face because he can't take it.
I mean, you can't take it. It's just not as mechanically awesome.
I mean, let me tell you, there's a long and storied history of there being ninja powers in G.I. Joe, so
Hey,
I may not have gotten it for Arasi, but I can totally borrow that for other things.
Oh crap, we're going to fight against people with ninja powers?
question for Joe, because
Did you hear that laugh?
I don't remember if we ever settled on anything.
Sure.
Which side of the spectrum is our Joe campaign falling on? Is it we shoot red and blue lasers at each other that don't actually hit, but our enemy decides to run away anyway after a certain number of blue lasers have been fired? Or
we need to do a session 0 and have a very
We did do a session 0.
You
Oh,
did
that's
do
right,
it.
We
we
talked
did.
about our characters and all that stuff, and now I need to pull up the notes as to
Yeah,
what happened
I
for
have no
that
memory of this
session 0.
place.
I mean, I
It's
remember talking about
Super
our
grim,
characters.
right?
Or are we going like ninja versus ninja, super grim?
Ooh,
So
I'm a robot
since-
constructed for vengeance.
go on.
So since I don't know what I can say and what I can't. Since there's no particular ninja-ness among your party, and there's not like a whole like I must avenge the death of my master among the Arashikage. Like I was not planning on ninja and ninja culture being a huge portion of the game.
But I'm playing a Crane Clan character. I don't.
You're a courtier.
I guess what I'm trying to find out then is, are our guns going to be firing lasers or bullets?
Oh yeah.
That is an excellent question. Let me look through my.
I would have
research.
swore we fell a little bit more on the realistic side of that. I would
We
have swore,
did.
but I could just be misremembering.
Here we go. Boop.
More comic book than TV show kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
we are doing PG-13. So we're not.
Mm.
So there's fighting, bloodshed,
But
some amount
no
of body horror if I
sex.
still decide to go that direction, but not gore. And as for lasers or not, if you get the laser upgrade on your weapon, you're totally firing lasers. Otherwise, bullets for days.
Excellent.
More DACA.
Mhm.
I mean that works. Just, but like 18 bullets that seem to fly magically around the bad guys.
I mean, there's
Page's bullets are going to fly magically around anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's just the natural feature.
They're going to fly at the people and insert themselves and make
Ooh.
themselves comfortable.
At
Mm.
first,
I like
you're
it.
going to think Paige missed, but then her bullet is going to ricochet 3 times, and she's going to hit the guy over there that she was intending to hit all
Ooh.
along.
I mean, the thing is, I have rolled a lot of dice in a lot of games my entire life, and I've spent a lot of time being disappointed in the results of those dice, and that might be a way to not be so disappointed.
Swoosh Finn is saying, no L5R. Wag!
So I think we are 100% with you, Swooshy. I think we all like L5R in this group.
Mhm.
So-
The malfunction with L5R is that I think a lot of us prefer the previous version of this over the current Fantasy Flight version, which is a whole thing. And plus, like, I feel like that system wasn't developed with enough input from Asian creatives.
I mean, the world was not created with enough Asian inputs. I mean, like the only comic with the Chinese name is the bad guy among many other.
Yeah, I know. It's got some really problematic stuff in it. And like a decade ago, I might not have seen it. But I can't not see it now.
Sure.
So I'm feeling a little verklempt about it.
So-
Ideally, somebody else will buy the property, get together a badass team of Asian RPG creators and artists and mythologists and storytellers, and just come out with a truly excellent product down the road that feels a little more authentic.
Fair.
So, for more information, there is a group called Asians Represent
Yep.
that did a read through both of the previous edition, the D10 system, and then also the updated Fantasy Flight version, and did a whole series on things that are basically problematic from a lived Asian American experience. And I will post into chats, or maybe Paige already did. They did a recap episode that kind of goes over like what they would keep, what they would change, and what the worst stuff is. But there's also like they did the whole thing on YouTube and then posted onto various podcast systems. And I think there's like 8 or 10 or 12 episodes of them doing each book, going over like why having honor as a main stat is problematic and things of that nature.
I'm going to also drop that into the Feats and Fables Discord, just so you can know where it is if you want to check it out later.
I'm a fan.
Yep, I just put the Asians Represent podcast link in there. So finding the 5E or Legend of the Five
L5R.
Rings, version.
Have they done other role-playing games as well? Because I know
As a matter of fact, they have.
I know 3.0 had a real problematic book that came out.
Yeah, so they went over the
Yeah.
Oriental Adventures.
Yeah.
Like a rug!
product.
Like a rug.
Like
They've
a
also
rug.
done a few other things. They had already done Oriental Adventures when I started listening to their Legend of the Five Rings analysis. That was a while back, so I'm sure they have done other great things from an analysis perspective.
Check that out.
Yeah, no, the Asians Represent podcast is excellent podcast that I would suggest anybody who is interested in games should listen to. It's really thoughtful.
Cool.
Paige, have you heard of, or do you know anything about? Apparently, there is a role-playing game about cats where
Called-
you all play cats.
I know that there's a game on Steam coming out called Stray.
That looks
That's-
amazing, by the
It
way.
does look really. That looks like what was this? Not steampunk, cyberpunk 2020 or whatever. But you're
But
a
with
cat.
cats, yes. No, that's super
So-
exciting.
The other cat game I know of is simply called Cat by John Wick, and it is very, very cool.
I'm trying to I saw somebody playing a
Oh, it's been revised and expanded.
Ooh.
So the shtick, yes, Brian. Of course, we have one brain. The shtick about Cat is that there was some kind of great threat to humanity, and the dogs managed to drive it off, and now it's coming back, and it's kind of a contest between cats and dogs to cats and dogs protecting their humans.
No.
no. This one, God, I can't find it now, and it's gonna bug me until I do. But when I find it, I'll post it on Discord. But this one was the players were a group of alley cats that just like went and did cat stuff, but it was framed in a kind of high fantasy-esque
Monarchies
setting?
of Mao.
but it was like the adventure I watched on Twitch was they like went down into the sewers and had to fight evil rats. It was great.
So Pugmire, as you might recall, is a fantasy role-playing game about dogs. Monarchies of Mao is a fantasy role-playing game by the same people who did Pugmire about cats, and the cover is cat versus evil rat.
Are we just talking about Root? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, I'm also looking forward to the Root role-playing game. When are we playing that, Joe?
What is Root?
Isn't
that
there a
board game
role-playing
we
game
played?
coming out of that for that?
Yeah, there
It's
is
a board
it is-
game.
It is already out.
That they tried to play up at the cabin, but they forgot the board.
Oh no!
Whoa.
I
Did you
missed
ever
that.
find those, by the way?
I haven't looked yet.
Also, quick shout out Pugmire and Monarchies of Mao, done by friend of the show and fellow SS20 design lead Eddie Webb.
Yep. And Eddie is just flat out good people.
Yes, he was on the Transformers team, so you could see more awesome stuff by Eddie soon.
Nice.
Soon.
Ron, the Across the Obelisk people just put out a new roadmap with some artwork for upcoming parts of the game. And one of the enemies coming up is a squirrel with a ice razor tail and its head frozen in
Ooh.
a block of ice.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was an enemy or just like
Art. Maybe it was just art, but that seemed like really good art for just art. For them to not
Yeah.
use it as an asset in the game.
But like, I don't want to fight squirrels with their heads
Well.
inexplicably frozen in ice.
Well, like, I mean, one thing they did say is that they are planning. There's going to be like electric land and a cold land, right? A couple of the elemental types that are like missing realms. So I'd imagine that squirrel is from Cold Land.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
judging by the
Coldlandia?
art, Coldlandia is going to be at least half, if the map, the final map that they release, if not the whole thing, which is good. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm glad they didn't release. They're not going to release another beta though. They're just going to wait and release the whole game.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. Speaking of games that were previously in beta, Raft finally went 1.0, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Raft is beta?
Raft
It
was in open access for functionally forever, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
But now you can be attacked by sharks in 1.0.
Indeed.
Yay. Not sure if yay. Pretty sure should not yay.
That's probably fine.
And
right?
1.0, there's a shark slider. So,
Ooh, there's a
Oh,
shark
the
slider.
shark slider.
mhm.
Well, I think that might do it for us tonight, y'all.
Yep. We will see
Has been
everybody
fun.
Yeah.
next week. Same time, same channel, but we will be playing video games.
Same Feats time, same Fables channel.
Ooh.
I see what you did there, Pitt. page.
Yeah. You did a
And
thing.
we'll be back in 2 weeks with G.I. Joe.
The greatest American hero.
For real.
Frills.
Frills.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you.
Love
Mwah.
you.
Thanks for joining.